And we don't, I mean, there's got to be something that we find out at the end, but we don't find out. We don't find out before the credits. Kiryu's fucking, oh man. 17 hours. I figure there's a post-credit scene. There usually is. This is gonna be close by still. Hold on, I need to pull up what I have for my order of games. This was a really good game. Like, I had issues, or I had my complaints, I should say, they're not really issues, but I had my complaints about Like a Dragon 1, or Yakuza 7, or whatever. I don't skip them. That's just my own personal, I always like having the credits play, because part of it too is I go through and I explain kind of how I felt about the game, and I use it as a way to use, like, be a review. So like I said, I had my complaints about Like a Dragon. I wasn't too keen on it being a turn-based or whatever. This, though, the handful of updates that they made in this game have been dramatic. Like, even though it was turn-based, I enjoyed almost every bit of it. Obviously, it's fucking daylight again. That's my fault for thinking that I was going to be able to get through 17 hours worth of gameplay in however long it was. I never figured out, I mean, there were definitely moves that you could do that made it better, or like you could do pretty repeatedly. I liked that there were a lot of situations in the game where it's just like, hey, there's gonna be a bunch of stuff that you're gonna have to do. Make sure that you save, or are you ready for this? You had how many places where it's like, here's the recommended level, so it's like you're not going in and just gonna get completely destroyed. Those are small, like, quality of life things. And I really enjoyed that they do it, or they did that in this game. Yes, I agree. Story-wise, oh boy, story-wise, it's been so good. I'm looking at the rankings that I have right now, and I'm looking at where this is probably going to slot in. Fair challenge with rewarding gameplay. Yeah, exactly. The grind didn't seem terrible. Some of it was like, okay, I'm getting a little tired of it, but usually when I get to that point, I can bounce out. I don't know. I can't put it in a spot yet, because if there's going to be, there could very easily be something at the end that changes my mind. It's top 3. I'm gonna say this. It's top 3. I'm gonna say Kiwami is bumped out of 3rd. The question is it gonna be better than Kiwami 2? Post-credit is rewarding. Yeah, there's like all of the memories that you get to see as Kiryu. The fighting, or like being able to control Kiryu, the 2 squads, like everything about this was, to me, feels like it was kind of circled around Kiryu's last hurrah in a way. And it's a lot louder than I want it to be right now. Lost my train of thought. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, like the Dondoko Islands, like it was a cute thing. That one was kind of a grind. The Pokemon thing was a bit of a grind, but the everything else wasn't too bad. I never really felt like I was terribly behind. I was doing a bunch of, oh my god, the one side mission in here where it was the husband trying to get snow in Hawaii for his wife. Oh, that was a side mission and it almost made me fucking cry. Side missions were cool. Being in Hawaii was really cool. So a lot of the things, the fact that it rained was awesome. Like, I will say that having some of the side missions that were available to you in, like, I think it was chapter 4, but you really couldn't do anything until you were like level 40, that I thought was a weird take on it. However, I could see it being made for something like New Game Plus. Yeah, like I said, I could feel like there's a little bit of recency bias because I haven't played Kiwami or Kiwami 2 in years, and I know it still doesn't beat Zero. Zero's just too good. But the recency bias, even with that, like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put Kiwami down a spot. It might put Kiwami 2 down a spot. This might be number 2. There's still like small things with it that I didn't like, right? The dialogue always repeating. And not only was it like always repeating, but it was repeating like immediately. Like you walk between two people who are like side by side, both of them trigger the same voice line. There's like weird things with like how is it that so many people know Japanese in Hawaii? But a lot of these things too aren't huge deals. They're things that I question, but I'm not going to say that they're a huge deal. They're not a showstopper for me. The songs were, I mean, all of them were fine. I love the fact that we got the truth about the bartender of Revolve, that he is the guy from 3. All of the people who we saw who had like fake names in 7 all seemed to have said who they were to Kiryu when Kiryu was in Japan. I thought that was cool. I loved the things that Date did. I didn't like the last one. The rest of them I liked. I was not a fan of the last one. 43% of Hawaii's population is Japanese. Okay, maybe I'm incorrect in thinking that I think fewer people would know Japanese in Hawaii, but I think the bad guys, and specifically like Bryce and Dwight and them, kind of got confusing. Like Dwight especially, I was like, he's just a dude. He's a big scary dude. But yeah, the big fights, like the shark, like holy cow. The hold on. All the big fights were really fun to do.